welcome back to Horizons Unknown.
We're back!
Yes!
It has been a short 2 weeks since the last we met, but we're back at it again. I don't have any real big announcements at the top of this. Last session we did a lot, but nothing to really report this week. Things are going well. I'm excited for this session. We're going to get to charter management if Tomo can pry themselves away from all the critters you may pass on the way.
I adopted 4 animals while you were away.
So, there is quite a bit to get to once we get back to the settlement. So I'm just gonna shut up for a bit, and Adam's gonna give us the Time Recap-sule. Is that what we call it?
The Time Recap-sule, absolutely.
Okay, so let's do this.
So, I never thought I'd have to stream a video like this. As I'm sure some of you know, last time on the Horizons Unknown Twitch streams, 6 p.m. every other Thursday, Horizon Hex Grid channel, we were playing our characters and we had fallen down this big hole in the mountains. You know, because we were doing Rigel's big quest to find like the anger management stone or whatever, and we got into a fight, okay, against some spiders, and we worked together really well, and we won, and it was great. Everyone was giving huge ups in the comments. Thank you guys, love you. And then we moved into the cave, and there was this trap there with which Rigel, he saw it immediately, and we disarmed it, and everything was fine. And that's when we saw the centipede thing. The chat labeled Leggy Boy or something. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. We fought that too, and Tomo, who's played by Jeff McCallum, catch him on the Emergency Power podcast. He's running a mini campaign of the Traveler system. Our GM Don and the guys from Will Save podcast are on it. Come check it out. So he plays Tomo, who knocks out this Legosaurus or whatever, and we could tell that like the bad vibe stone was like super close, and so we went in and we tried to pick it up, and that's when it happened. Big Twizzly 6969, thanks for the sub. Pew pew pew, Twizzly.
Oh my god.
And that's when it happened. The biggest, meanest spider ever came down and attacked. Like, it wasn't even our fault. Like, it was all mad on like madness juice or something, and it came in and attacked us, and we like beat the crap out of it. Like it was fire, like lit, like super hype, and that's when it happened. So I was angry that day, okay? Because the spider who made me angry, the fight was over, but I was like super mad, and I shot my breath weapon at Double Pretzel or whatever Tomo named it, and I killed it dead, melted it into a big pile of goo, and there was acid everywhere. Just burned the hell out of it. Cool Ranch pizza chips just dropped 30 bits. Much love, man. Much love. And Tomo got so upset because he wants to like adopt the whole planet. And I'll finish my story real quick, and then I'll say my piece. So after the big thing happened, we took the stupid rock and met Rigel's people, and we said sad goodbyes, and it was just making everything like super worse. And then I think Rigel's ship exploded off screen or something, so Micah can never come back. But to my fellow streamers, teammates, GM, and most of all, you guys, I am so sorry that what I did made you sad. And I swear that I will never breath weapon another big spider who's hopped up on Angry Gamer Fuel in front of Tomo's face ever again. And I hope I never have to do another stream like this of any kind, because the numbers are barely even higher than a usual stream. So make sure to smash that subscribe button, RT our channel, drop the bits for hits when the bad guys come around, and check out our merch store. This is your boy Hangry Hole signing off, and we'll catch you next stream.
Dicks out for Presley too.
Oh my god.
Okay. Is everyone in the mood for Starfinder now?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The puppy is so big. It's so large.
That was so stupid. Oh my god.
So, official Horizons Unknown apology.
Oh man.
VOD up later. Make sure to like, subscribe. Check us out on Twitter, Twitch, retweet, resubscribe, Instagram,
See, I
AOL Instant Messenger.
I think you're gonna go for the Will Smith slap thing.
That just crossed my mind.
I slapped it.
Yeah. I never. So I have never, and I'm never going to ask you, Adam, what bit you're going to do, because it's more fun for me if I don't know. But like,
I'm glad.
Like 2 hours before, like I have to stop looking at prep. I need to just step away, and then I was like still thinking about the game. I'm like, I wonder what he's gonna do. What's he gonna do? This wasn't even in the top 10.
I need to remember to clip this later.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
I'll put just that up as our vid for the next thing.
The problem is that bit was too long for one clip.
Yeah.
So I'll put it on the YouTube channel and we can just link it there or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that everyone had a good laugh at the top of this, because
That's the last one of the session, everyone.
We're done. We're in trouble now.
Guys.
so
The rest of the session is a funeral for Presley too.
We messed up, guys.
yeah. So all of that happened. We said our farewell to Rigel. Rigel flew off to better pastures.
Oh.
I won't say the greener, because Rigel's purple, and there's no telling what color pastures they have on his homeworld. But you loaded Ophelia, Obsidian, and the party into the Explorer buggies and headed out. Now, we are going to do charter maintenance this week, but I'm not just going to hand wave the hexes to get there. But
Why
I will
not?
Because, Jeff, because you are in two very fast vehicles. The way it works is those random encounters happen when you do a travel action or a recon action. I'm going to say, if you would like to forego any recon actions, we can just do travel actions to get from the current hex that we're in. Jeff, if you wouldn't mind throwing us onto the game board, as it were.
Yeah, it's so funny that we've been just traveling around. We've named like one thing.
Yeah, I've been trying to be not pushy about the fact that you get to name anything you want.
Now everything has to be like adjacent to the Hella Mountains, because we didn't know anything else. So if you're looking for a particular forest, like, okay, you see the Hella Mountains?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go that way?
North of that.
Yeah, over there.
Versus other forest.
Yeah, there are.
What's
there
that
are,
called? We didn't name that.
there are 2 points of contact in this charter. There's the settlement, and then there's the Hella Mountain range. Not the Hella Mountain, because that would be too accurate. That would be too precise.
Oh, I don't think Hella Mountains, but yeah, the mountain range still good.
The mountain range and the settlement. So looking at the map, I assume Jeff has it up.
Nope.
You look. Okay.
I do. I'm just kidding.
I'll just describe it for everyone. So the map of the charter. You're good.
There we go. That's better.
Okay.
Continue.
Oh, I see what you. Okay. Thank you. You are in that hex there with the mountain on it, and you look out where you're at. You're pretty high up. You can see the expanse of your charter before you. You can see via the map where you've already been. What route would you like to take? Because there's some difficult going if you want to go due east. You see that there's a great forest, but from your vantage point, if you were to get back onto the hex to the north that had that stone needle pillar thing, you could take that and follow that river to the lake and then loop back around.
Okay.
That sound good with everyone?
It'll just be traveling, not reconning, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So there will be checks because I don't. So there will be checks, but like I will roll for it, and if you choose to just keep driving, I will let you just drive past them.
I think we should go. I just want to go around the other side of the lake.
Yeah. So go follow the river to the lake, then take the southern route around the lake back up.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
And is everyone cool with doing just travel, just so we can get to the events going on there?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because we want to do the charter stuff.
Okay, so
One of it's a strong word, but yeah.
Need?
So yes,
need is
yeah. There's a whole lot going on. Like I've been focusing on making sure that the hex stuff is prominent. It's fun. There's so much of the book left to do. There's so much of this game.
Oh no, it's more that everyone except Aurora is not looking for doing administration.
Oh, okay. There are other things to do and to consider. Like I have
Proms.
We have hooks going on for people want to talk to the various advisors of this expedition. So the only thing to consider then is how long it'll take you. So to go from the mountain square to the plains, that is plains 1, mountain 2, 3. Then another 1, 2, 3 will take you to the end of day 11. Will take you here. Can everyone see that all right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Right by the lake.
Yep. So you cruise around and like you're going downhill. Like the way the topography of this area is, the mountainous area is up high, so that river flows down into the lake below. You follow it along. It's just teeming with fish and wildlife, and you wave at them and take pictures as you avoid all these combats. But then it's another
pot shots.
Yeah, sure. You camp out that night on the lake. You can see from across the lake. It's like 24 miles across. You can't really see much going on, but you know that's where your home is located. So on the morning of the 12th, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actions exactly to loop you around the lake. And by the end of day 12, you pull up, you start to see the structures of Orliedan's Rest in the distance.
Do we... So we're just hand waving
$27.
any encounters that we may have had.
This time, yeah. You were just driving along.
Yeah.
You saw
didn't
an
survey.
Occasional... No,
there were no pets to catch.
There were no pets to catch. There, like you saw creatures. Sure, you saw a couple mole beetle. You saw a mole beetle.
Doubles. You don't want doubles. You only want like one of each.
Yeah, there were some creatures.
I know. I want 2 of each animal.
Okay, but you spend these 2 days travel, or 1 full day basically. Driving around, you see stuff. Whoever's in the driver's seats, I imagine they see an animal and they just punch the accelerator.
Right
Why
at
not
it,
look at
wow,
me?
Don.
Just gun it. Just like nope. We already have one of those at home. But that's just to get us back to Orliedan's Rest. So you have arrived.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, let's park up and get out, guys. I
Yeah.
need 15
Uh,
showers.
I take Ophelia to the
Beach.
So,
to Beach Beach.
I'll
Yeah.
go with you.
Thank you.
Ophelia's still in my backpack.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's see who else do I have?
I
Obsidian.
have the centipede.
Yeah.
Yeah, Obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a
Yeah.
Nurse Joy NPC here that we can place?
Dun, 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 dun,
What
dun.
about-
We can tell these animals
What
off?
happened? What happened to Romulus and Remus, the Tusk Foxes?
Those ran away from you. Remember? You had to do a check. You were in the woods still. You ran away.
They ran away.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll go with that.
No, they literally did. You failed the reflex save to snag them as Ophelia scared them.
Yeah, it was a real shame. But they're probably happy now in, like, tough
In the forest.
forest. Yeah.
Yep.
Alive. Happy.
Why'd you say it like that?
What? No, I mean, they have to be alive, be happy, right?
Yeah,
That's
of course.
so they're alive and happy and alive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should get inside. I'm so tired.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you pull up, and these there's a bunch of prefab buildings, and there are ancillary buildings that were made up of the components of the ship that you all flew in on. So I do have a map
A
of
map
this settlement. I do, yeah.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Fancy.
to get to it. Do we have to say backpack?
No,
Is that a Dora the Explorer?
We just have to pull it out and it
What?
sings. It sings about its particular physical qualities.
No,
Don't
you
think
don't.
reference.
I just have to right click and click activate.
That's way easier.
Yeah.
I do not own
I'm
any token with
blind.
vision in this space.
You are all blind, but the way it's going to work is I need to click back to
There
that,
we go.
zoom out, and put the PCs on. So it's nighttime. There are people walking around. You do see the two Noir security detail, Tukar and Takar? No, Tukar and Tachi. They're walking around. They kind of give a wave as your jeeps pull in. There's not really a garage yet, but there is a place that the settlement's mechanic has set up, and we can have that conversation later. But let me put you. I didn't put you on this map.
What?
Haha. We put ourselves on this map.
Well, that's fine.
Which of these trailers, which you can't see on the map on the Twitch stream, but there's a bunch of trailers. Which of these is the animal shelter?
The animal
Wasn't
shelter.
that a different map? I thought we stopped into like a laboratory.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me just get the vision set for this so everyone can see.
Well, my vision's fine now that I have a token on the map.
Yeah.
It was just, you need to just drag and drop those bad boys or
I'm
something.
just.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
it looks like I can see everything now. Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
there we
made it, yeah. This is your
Okay.
settlement. There's nothing really to hide yet. So this is not from the book. This is just a Paizo space colony map. I painstakingly went through the list of settlement settlement NPCs. Some people have their own prefab building here. Some have their buildings where they work. You, as the advisors, wanted lakefront housing. So
That's
until
right.
that gets put up,
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
be rooming in the ship. The bridge of the ship, the top of the ship that you flew in on, serves as your private quarters, and some other
Yeah.
people have taken up residence here. So you look around. We have a whole lot going on. So just want to show everyone this. Diedrich has quarters here. The chief builder, the ship, the settlements doctor, both doctor and counselor, actually. But yeah, so this is who you can go to see some NPCs, but you specifically wanted to go and turn the animals over to Veach in the environmental lab, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard Hull and Tomo what do Gally and Aurora want to do?
I'm going to find Arizon.
Shire.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Do you have a token?
No.
Okay. You do now.
Okay.
And you are right outside his. So since I'm talking to you now, we will do the Arizan thing first.
Sure. I'll go with Aurora as well.
Okay. So Aurora and Gally, you see Tomo and Hull go off. How are you transporting obsidian, Tomo?
Tomo just left.
Of course, you ask me as soon as I'm trying to sneak away.
No, you're good. Go for it. I will deal with this.
Okay.
So Aurora and Gally, you walk up kind of dead center of this camp. There is you can hear light music playing in the window, and you hear Azan Shire singing along. You recognize his voice as you as you walk up.
Yeah, I float. I don't crunch.
Yeah. You see through the window, looking at the map, it's like a kitchenette. They're like, look out the window and they see you and they come out. And just a refresher, let me pull up some artwork for Arizan Shire. Bum, bum, scroll. So many NPCs. Okay, let me click show players. A young adult human male walks out. Their mobility aids are kind of like sticking into the dirt around here. There's not sidewalks or anything. This is just a pre-vab camp. Part of settlement maintenance will be like choosing how your place develops, and we can have that conversation a bit. But he comes up, walks up to you, smiling. Well, hello, Aurora. Hello, Gally. Welcome back to Orliedan's Rest. How were your travels?
Our travels went really well. How's everything at camp?
Oh, things are great. People are busy at work. We're getting close to needing to have a conversation about the next steps, aren't we?
Yes, absolutely. We definitely need to go over.
Gary's just nodding a lot behind Aurora.
Where are the other two at?
They had more animals to drop off with Veach.
Ah, all right. Lishu will be pleased to hear that as well. Veach, of course, will as well. Well, come sit down, have something to drink. Sit down, tell me of your journey. And he leads you back into his it's tight quarters for you, Aurora, I'll be honest. Some of these are designed for larger creatures, but most of them are just like quick pop-up trailers. But brings you some glasses, opens a little mini fridge, and just spends a little bit chatting with you.
Fill them in that we've circled around the lake, the upper portion. We found some more forestry and we found mountains. So there should be a lot of resources we can develop nodes for. So we have a lot of work ahead, but the territory is been outstanding so far.
Well, there was one thing we found, that tower.
Right. It was really weird. The planet was supposed to be uninhabited, but this was clearly a made item, and there was... Gally, you saw the runes. You can explain better.
So this tower was maybe... she tries to make a hand gesture real high. How high would you say, Aurora? Real high? Real high. And covered in runes. But faded. Whatever it was had been there for a long time. I could sense residual magics, but nothing seemed like it had been used recently. But it's concerning that there's something out here that's definitely man-made, or at least not natural.
Okay. So to save yourself from not having 100% exactly the details, so you go and talk about the stone spire you saw. It was 140 feet around at the base, rises 200 feet tall, came to a bit of a finer point where a couple of you went and looked, covered in transmutation and transmutation.
I think it was just transmutation because I tried
Earth magic. Yeah, earth magic and transmutation runes carved alongside it. You were able to, and I did say you could take scans of this. So I'll say, like in this, like you're showing images from a distance from the top and all this, and
just like relaying. Like she pulls open like a view screen, and like just like flicking through it like a phone. Like there's one there. There's one of like Hull posing on top of the mountain. She squishes past it quickly.
Oh, this is very fine work. Yes. Can't say we've seen anything of that yet. And you're right, Aurora. This was supposed to be completely uninhabited. So unless something gains sapience that we don't know about, or someone's playing a trick on our nascent settlement, this is a mystery. You'll need to explore further.
And we definitely have it in mind to keep our eye out for any more unnatural
mysteries.
phenomena.
Very fine work.
And everything here has been going smoothly? Any issues that we should be aware of?
Oh, well, you spend that much time in the ship together and emotions run high being in an enclosed space. Now that we have so much openness above us, I would think people would be able to give each other space, but there's been some disagreements. Hopefully, now that you're back, we can sit down with some of these people and hammer out what the direction is going forward. But
I forgot my hammer.
Absolutely.
Wait,
And-
what kind of disagreements?
Oh, just people laying claim. I think it's better if we have these conversations with the intended party. Some people want to develop the forestry. Some people want to develop a waterfront. And while
All
daydreaming,
important, but
Right? Yeah, that
We need
seems normal. I guess.
yes,
we need to prioritize.
yes. Some people are chafing a bit at the lack of proper housing. But again, all of these are just minor quibbles. No fistfights have been broken out. It's been okay. People have been too busy to get too riled up, but around mealtime is when debates take place.
That makes sense.
Understood.
We don't have a proper government seat, town hall sort of thing, so we will be conducting all the work required in the charter turn on the bridge of the ship. But
And the other thing that we can do is have a town meeting where people can address concerns.
absolutely, I have a list.
I look forward to going over it with you.
Yeah. I'll help the outside. I'll help with the outside.
How so?
It's a lot of Tomo's got a lot of animals that some of them are, get rowdy. They might need to be, calmed down.
Enclosed.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And Ophelia doesn't really like Tomo that much, so you might need
She
to help
really
with
doesn't.
her.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah. She was really putting on the leash on the way out until Hull came out.
I think that's a good place to transition scenes. So you can spend some time.
To Tomo
hanging
trying
out.
to wrangle Ophelia. Come on, Ophelia. No, this way. That's good. Ow, 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 ow. Ophelia, no.
I'll get Ophelia. Hold on. I'll just go down and like scoop Ophelia.
Thank you. She starts purring immediately. Oh.
Okay, so yeah, we will slide over. Let me just put a couple tokens in place before I activate it. I should have. I'm just going to turn off all lighting thing because you're in your camp. Until stuff happens, you can see everything. As you all
Appreciate
shift,
it.
yeah, as you shift over here, Tomo and Hull, you are guiding Ophelia in Obsidian. And Hull, give me a survival check. Ophelia's been fairly complacent in this knapsack.
Oh, here it comes.
So I'm going to give a bit
no.
of a bonus because, like, she went through that whole cave of spiders with you. So I feel like you've earned a little bit. And yeah, Tomo as well. And tell me those rolls and tell me how.
I want to see Jeff's first because he's making a face.
Yeah.
Jeff,
That's a 10.
Okay.
Okay. Well, mine's not too much better. It's just a nat 20
Okay.
for a 25 plus whatever bonuses you're giving me, Don.
It was just going to be a +2, but yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let me look at survival. Let me look at rearing.
I have
and
ranks in survival. Why do I always roll so low?
Because it's way funnier for the story.
I never roll above a 9.
Yeah, so you're not. So as a rear a wild animal action, this is a failure. But this was a like a CR third centipede that I just kind of made up. So you're able to handle it.
Okay.
But you're not able to do much more than that. It's basically Tomo is walking a Great Dane, and that Great Dane knows where it wants to go with its hundreds of legs.
Slow down, Obsidian. Slow down. Slow.
Tomo, the door's over here.
I'm trying. It's very strong.
And Ophelia has like sat down like on my foot, just like laying there.
Super obedient.
Eventually, I like pick up Obsidian and like drape it like a scarf or like a shawl,
Uh-huh.
and like crawling all over me.
And you feel like all these legs, like they're not hurting you really, but they are like digging into the oozy flesh of you as they try to like grab hold. And that's the state of things as you step into the environmental lab, and standing, wearing a lab coat and holding a data pad is a small Hanakin person you know as Veach. And let me show the art for that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Veach. I have more sub pets for you.
Oh my. Okay. After this, we don't have any more cages until we construct something. So follow me. And
if I'm being honest, this one can probably stay with me. It seems pretty calm right now. If you want to get like a fur sample or something.
Yes, of course. This way, gentlemen. And they lead back here where you can move yourselves, but you go into the back area and you see in the first cage, sleeping on their back, legs twitching in the air, Steve, your mole beetle friend.
Steve.
Oh, right. I forgot this thing was here.
And how is Steve these days?
Steve has been very well behaved. I don't know if they've attached to me because they have literally nobody else, but they are a good creature. I do have to stop it from digging up, but it hasn't been able to get through any walls or anything. But Steve has been a remarkable subject to study.
I'm glad to know that it can't like go through metal or anything. That would be, I don't know if I'd feel safe at night.
No, these things, no, the weirdest part about them is their regurgitation of their stomach to feed. Yes, you remember. But
for the rest of my days.
Tomo, please put your centipede in the center one.
Very well.
You are going to keep this.
This is Obsidian.
Oh, okay. I will put a nameplate.
Wait, tries to throw it off.
It takes all of like 15 minutes just to get it in there.
No, obsidian.
Falling all around their body.
It went under the desk over there. Quick, you go to that side. I'll go to this side.
Okay. Run over, grab it. Like I drag it in by the back end as Hull blocks the front, and then I
we
try
have to get it like a jump rope
through the bars of the cage.
Yep. Yeah, this thing, it's about 6 feet long from antenna to its most hind legs, but you get it in there and it's like roiling around until it like finds something to nibble on and it just kind of just sits there glowering at you.
I get Tomo out of there before it finds something to nibble on.
Gotcha.
Get out of there quick.
And Veach walks over with scissors with specimen bottles about them, and they start taking clippings of the Lynxicute fur. Feathers? This thing has feathers, right? This thing has a lot.
Feathers, furthers.
Yeah. I would like to take a blood sample if you would like to hold them.
Okay. I pick them up like a cat and just like put them over my shoulder and carry them.
Okay.
And then I realize I'm 15 feet or so up, so then I have to like kneel down so that they can reach because they're like so tiny.
Okay, yeah. Veach does it. I'm going to let your amazing survival check roll over for this check. They take a blood sample. I'm going to start running some tests. Li Shu was wanting to speak with you all tomorrow about the some tests they'd like to run.
What kind of tests?
Sorry?
On
what
us
kind of
or
tests?
the animals?
Oh, it's for all of us. We are here ostensibly to set up the settlement, but we were hired by Zenalidi to find a cure for the disease that took their Orliedan.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew that.
Of course. The disease, the draconic hepidentry,
Is it contagious?
No, it is not. It is hereditary. It is not contagious. It is a draconic liver disease. So I know Li Shu was wanting to at least speak with Master Hull here and get a baseline. A dragonkin is similar in some respects. Nothing untoward. Just a simple scan of your digestive system, including the liver. And then they've been studying the creatures that you've been so kindly able to provide for us and cross-referencing any technobabble inserted here about the disease.
Now that's my kind of technobabble.
Basically, they're these creatures you're bringing in. The venerable healer has been taking scans of various organs to see about finding a cure for this disease. And Hull didn't plan this at all, but because you're Dragonkin, they would especially like to see you compare it to the samples of the disease they have. Obviously, test you for it. But to like establish like what kind.
She's dying.
Listen, if that's the cards that I get, I'll accept it.
Okay, but no, it's just a simple test. Veach goes about, starts cataloging the samples they got from Ophelia. I will wait until the centipede creature has rested before I take my samples. I shouldn't need your help for that. Was there anything else you'd like of me?
I lean into Tomo. I'm like, do you think they're gonna have a written portion? I may need to copy off Aurora.
Do not worry. I believe this is only a biological sample.
Oh no, I failed biology.
We'll figure something out.
Stand all the way back up. It was not suspicious at all.
Nope. Each a small Hanukkah is maybe a head higher than Tomo, so they just kind of like walk back over to their laboratory area. At some point, I would like to talk about a larger holding area if you're going to continue to gather such subjects.
Yes. Approved.
Yeah, kind of look over at Tomo like, yeah, we probably, yeah. No, also approved.
Okay. Very good. And you see them perk up, their tail goes up a bit, and they start like whistling to themselves as they go about their work, because you've promised them something that you can probably definitely provide.
I will go chop down some of those big tall things and I will build one.
Right on.
They're called trees.
Right,
Adam knows that. Okay, so yeah, Veach has more or less dismissed you. It's late in the night. If you'd like to start bunking down, is there anything anyone would like to do before going to bed?
You gotta mention that you promised to. There's not gonna be a surprise.
No, next time I see Aurora, I will let Aurora know. Veach tells me that we are out of space for more creatures, so we will need to build more space.
That certainly can go on the list.
Hear me out.
Long
Hear me
list.
out. Have less creatures in the space you have.
Well, that would be very difficult for us to complete our research. The reason that we are here is to find a cure for this dragon disease, and the best way to do that is to study the creatures nearby.
We could catch and release, take the samples we need and release them then.
I will leave that up to Veach, who is the expert in that matter.
So,
Maybe we could set up like an adoption thing where they can adopt animals, like our people here, or maybe they're the people who landed on the planet.
That is an excellent idea. Start a foster system.
That actually isn't so bad.
Paul gives a thumbs up, hoping he did something right involving animals.
Okay. Just in case I didn't say it outright, Veach is the environmental researcher and zoologist. So
Exactly.
I just want to make sure that I did. So, okay, you meet up, bunk down in your on the ship. It looks exact same as when you left it. You each have a bunk. It's comfortable, but it's not spacious. And I think now is when we're going to start talking about charter turn.
Yes! Exciting! Bureaucracy!
Station go!
It's the
Let's
best.
go! Now the action starts!
Yeah. You thought you were having fun before. Let's get into.
Paul rolls
Unrest.
over and tries to pull up a normal sized blanket over his head, and it just like pulls over only the head.
Okay. Right on. So the next morning you wake up. I don't think any of you needed to heal anything, but you have all your resolve back. Your spell slots have returned. For those that is helpful for, and we're going to get into charter development. So
we all leveled up. Wow.
Nope. You leveled up twice before session 1. You're welcome. So rather than like clutter things up with like, oh, here's a screenshot of all the rules. All the rules can be found at Archives of Nethys. I'll link it out. I tweeted it today, but if you kind of want to follow along there, check it out. It's under the Planetfall rule set, or in the rules section under Planetfall, which is the name of this book. So I need to pull up our charter sheet, and I will click show to players. Just leave that up, or just bring it up, Jeff, if you wouldn't mind, occasionally so people can see it. And I need to look at the website.
Hopefully that is legible on the stream, because I can't make it bigger.
Okay. The delay on. Okay, that looks fine enough. Yeah. So let me pull up my rule area and scroll.
Roll some dice.
There are going to be die rolls.
So we have Accord of +1, Culture of +1, Economy -1,
Oops.
Magic of +1, and Technology of +2.
Yep.
So we're
some
very
of that,
technologically advanced.
Yes. So
But
some
4.
of those were inferred because Zeneliti Labs is an experimental as their patron type. So you had bonuses to your tech.
Nice.
You got to choose a couple that you got, and you chose the ones you chose. Initial focus is going to be research for your thing because you're here researching a cure for this disease, among other things. Like, it's not just like your only goal here, but like Zeneliti sent you out, set up the settlement. I want to do this. I want to find a cure that killed my mate. And, head of a Dragon Corps, they wanted to establish themselves here.
Yeah.
So using the research initial focus, you consider it important to learn as much about this new world and its native species. So, Tomo, you're
doing the Lord's work.
the Lord's work.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What did the gold that we brought back affect, or have we not dealt with that yet?
Have not dealt with that. You each had
Okay.
2 bulk, if I remember right.
Yep.
Carrie?
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
I knew Carrie harvested, and like everyone's like, gold, I'll grab gold. So yeah,
I
you
just
each had
wrote down we got gold.
It was,
So much gold. So
Yeah.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
you rolled, I do recall you rolled well. I think it was like you divvied it up. It was 2 bulk each or something like that. And that's got to, if someone wants to roll up.
Okay,
and
so that
see
doesn't
how much-
affect this at all.
We know where it is though, and we
Okay.
could send a thing to go get the thing.
Set up a mining node.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There we go.
So to do that,
Now we're talking.
exactly, that leads into this. So running a charter requires you to play out month-long charter turns. If you're familiar with Pathfinder Kingmaker, either the TTRPG or the computer game, you had to deal with this. But Starfinder has drastically streamlined things. There are 3 phases: upkeep, projects, and event. Charter turn plays out at the end of each game in each in-game month after other adventures are taken care of. We're going to run through it once like this. We may do 2, just because like you with your vehicles, you got a fair amount already monitored. So I don't want. I want to find a medium between like, oh, we're going to hex travel for a couple sessions, and we're going to go back and do a turn or 2. So for the next month, you're kind of locked in to be in and around the settlement itself.
Okay.
Once we go over the rules of this, then we can decide, who's doing what in that month outside of the required stuff you have to do.
Cool.
Yeah, there's plenty of things to do, but one PC must take the week-long downtime activity called perform administrative duties. This will.
Who will we choose?
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. I wonder.
Oh.
We're going to roll for initiative,
got
and we're going to
this.
fight for it. But Aurora, yeah, you are going to be doing this. It doesn't require a whole lot of you, but for that week, Aurora will be in meetings. It would be cool if you all could be a part of those meetings in some regard, but if you straight up do not wish to be a part of it, I won't make you.
Tomo
that-
definitely
that's-
would participate.
Okay, this is where
Gary would like feel obliged.
at least the first one, and then
Yeah, I'll put on a tie, but that'll be my main contribution to that meeting.
Okay, so yeah, this will be like in those Kingmaker games where an advisor comes up like, I want this, or in Civilization when
Denied.
you're okay, yeah.
Unless it's Veach Veach, then
Unless it's
approved.
Beach Feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
all the funding goes to Beach Fish.
So, and there are other downtime activities like you don't have to worry about unrest right now. Like when building a city, sometimes you can't make everyone happy, and that causes a mechanical thing called unrest. You start out with 0, you're fine for now. But during that week that Aurora is in meetings at the same time, or around the same time, someone could be bolstering one of those stats you have. You mentioned accord, economy, magic, tech, culture.
Nice.
Yeah. So part 1 of Upkeep, you're going to gather resources, which, you just started the settlement. There's not a whole lot to get, but you do get to roll a d6. So one of you roll a d6.
Who wants to roll?
I've got one in front of me. I'll just use that.
Go for it, please.
Cool.
3.
Okay. So you have 3 resource units that you can use to take on projects. Your settlement gets a d6. For each node you get in the future, you'll get a d4, and other things will give you other bonuses. You don't have... This is your first one, so we don't have to deal with any big penalties or bonuses right now. Charter downtime activities. Does anyone want to bolster any of the ones... Any of the stats? Is there anything in particular? So one of the things that the book does say at the start, when you first get started, you only have 3 resource units, and if you took the time to look at all the advanced projects you can do, a lot of those are expensive. So the first couple rounds, and it may be why we do a couple in a go, and like we'll do adventuring within and around the settlement, as it's like, there's the hex travel stage, and then there's going to be the settlement stage where you do jobs, you live your lives, you make connections with the NPCs. But to get started, you're going to want to just claim hexes and then like build up a resource node so you have more resources to spend.
Okay.
So maybe this first one, none of you take the bolster attribute downtime activity, and we'll just be doing the perform administrative duties, which we will get to. Next up will be pay upkeep. This is your first one. You haven't really established anything, so you don't have to spend any of the resource units to do it. And the way it works is you have a settlement size of 1. You have 1 hex claimed in your settlement. Once you start collecting, you'll have to pay a number of resource units equal to the charter size. So
didn't we set the woodsman up to start
that was like a flavorful, like, you're going to get started.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no established lumber mill.
So we gotta spend our time now to actually get a benefit out of that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
Yeah. But
we should definitely do that.
Yeah,
That
that
and
is
the
one of the
gold.
things you can do. That's a basic project, and we can talk about projects. Right now.
We need to build that wall too.
Okay.
Just since we're talking about projects, like I recall us talking about needing a wall around this place so it doesn't get overrun by mole beetles or something.
Oh, the mole beetles, yeah.
Two-Core Hardhoof, the Noir security detail, did talk about wanting to set up some walls, and that is something you can do. If you go to Archives of Nethys, that has a list of all the advanced projects. It does cost a little bit, and I don't think you have enough for it this turn right now. So
we're going to need to do to build the nodes first to get the resources to spend.
Yeah.
So
building walls is advanced. We're still basic.
A resource node costs. So we could build
basic.
3 resource nodes this time if we wanted to, because we have 3 resources right now. I think that's our best bet, right?
Not exactly. Where do you see 3 resources?
He rolled a 3.
We rolled a 3.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you meant like 3 different. So yeah, you have 3 resource units. Projects phase. You decide what you're going to expand on. You can. Let me scroll down to actual basic projects. Basic projects. You can abandon one. Not important here. Build a resource node. It can only be in a resource in a hex you've claimed. You haven't claimed one yet.
Oh, so we got to claim it and then build.
All of the resources that hexes that we've explored, we haven't officially claimed them.
So we need to claim. We could claim the forest and the gold mine, and then build a resource node on one.
Okay. Yeah. So you can only build a hex away from your settlement, so it's going to require some filling in the blanks.
This is like civilization rules.
Exactly. Yes. So that's why, like, we may do like, you know what? There's going to be a 3-month. We're going to knock it off, probably off air for future ones if it gets too tedious, and then we just, in the background of our adventure stuff, these projects are being completed. So yeah, you're going to spend 1 resource unit to claim, and it sounds like you all want to claim that first forest.
Yeah.
And there are things you can do to where you can claim more, but that's an advanced project for later. So you're committing to claiming the hex. Your surveyors fully explore the hex and add it to your charter's domain. Increase your charter's size by 1. You can only claim 1 hex per turn unless you build an elite reclamation team, which will come in later. So you have this claimed. You've spent plenty of time in and around that forest. You've claimed it. Now to build a resource node, you're going to use it for a lumber mill, but it could be you can only have 1 resource node. Yes, a resource node can only be placed in a hex you've claimed that doesn't contain a settlement or another project, which is fine. That's all you have. You're going to set up a lumber mill. If this was one of the green pastures, you could set up a farm. If it was a water one, you could set up a fishery. It's just like you flavor what hex you want, and it sounds like this is going to start producing 1d4 resources each charter turn.
Yeah.
But we can't. Now, what are we going to do with our third? We could carry. Can we carry over?
Yes,
because we can't. We can't claim any more hexes to do anything else.
Exactly. So it costs 1 to claim the hex, 1 to build a resource node. So you have 1 left, and they do carry over. Okay. So that takes place. So the way I'm gonna there's gonna be meeting time to do this, but the kind of above board thing where we're talking about the game as it progresses. You've claimed this resource node.
Oh, but we can only do. If I'm reading this right, we can only do 2 projects at a time.
Exactly.
So we can claim the hex and build the resource node.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't spend that last resource unit until the next phase?
Exactly. For projects, yeah. There's going to be an events thing where stuff happens and you have to spend some resource. Sometimes you have to spend resource units to combat it. And if you're at 0, it's fine. But if you don't have any and bad stuff happens, that's will raise your unrest.
Okay.
Okay. So that is projects phase. 2 charter projects. Okay. Now you didn't. Let me go into the thing. You now have. Jeff, you have editing permissions, right? In the charter sheet, could you add? Change the size to 2. And then change resource die and put a d4. And each one you claim, you'll be 2d4. You will accumulate resource units once you start growing.
And we have building. 1 resource point unspent.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
It's updated.
Yep. And do feel free to kind of window shop of things you'd like to have eventually. I know Jeff and I talked about a couple options for. It costs a lot, but once you choose an advanced project, that advanced project, for instance, you can make a shopping center, and that will increase your economy. And each of these advanced projects has a requirement, and then it has a benefit. And then there'll be the flavor benefit of now your settlement has a shop, and you can sell and buy things. You can go out, harvest stuff, and sell it to the shop, and that's how you can generate income.
I almost want to just spend this whole session getting a really awesome settlement. Just concentrate all of this work into 1 episode,
Sure.
So that we can have an awesome settlement and then spend lots of time out exploring.
So let's talk about that. Do you want to do that? I mean, I'm not going to 6 months go by, but if you want to have we can do 2 or 3 or even 4. I'll go up to 4. Of where we can just spend this session talking about what you want to do.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Because there's plenty.
Because especially in the beginning, it seems like it takes a little bit to get going.
Mm-hmm. And there will be events that break this up, so we may...
Can't hear you, Pan.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
I was just saying that, I'll be honest, it seems like a lot, especially to do on live. So I'm cool with doing it, but I think maybe we need to sit back a bit more and
Okay. So then what I'll do then is for this session. Hi everyone. I hope you're enjoying the fun part of the game. We'll finish.
See, I'm
this
with
one-
Mark. He wants a shopping montage.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
we'll finish this first
Trying
one.
on various settlement
Don't-
and projects. This project, no, this project.
Yeah, we have to really sexy it up.
Yeah. We'll and there are things to add interactions. So like we're going to go through it all once in one go, and then there'll be like stuff we need to like conversations to be had, and then we'll see where we're at on time. And then in between this session and next session, if we want to just hammer out all that stuff, we can do that. We can have those conversations.
Yeah,
but,
we maybe do a summary next time and kind of talk about what we decided.
Yep, and like it doesn't instantly happen unless we say like, 6 months later we come back and this is where the heroes are or whatever. But like we can play around with stuff. So that's projects. Next up will be.
And do we have to be in the settlement while all of this is happening, or can we just say, "Here's the checklist. Go do this stuff,"
So
and then we're gonna go exploring?
We go play, you work.
So it outright says the person doing the perform administrative stuff has to be in the settlement.
Okay.
So like
Oh,
Gotcha.
we won't-
at least
we
one
won't
of you
pick up
does.
anything.
This is all
I-
the time between going out adventuring, then.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. And then there's stuff to
Okay.
happen in the thing. That's where the events come into place. Let me just scroll past all these events. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, no, before that, we need to do administrative. So, okay, we will take a break from this above board thing and do administrative stuff. So, Aurora,
Yes.
let me activate the map and get you all there. So the first one's gonna, until you
Ooh.
create, don't get too excited.
Oh.
This is gonna be the bridge of the ship you flew on. So like, put yourselves wherever you like.
It's still a nice map.
It is a nice map. But
Well, I would say we'd all be in the same room.
yeah, the bridge here is where it's kind of like setting up like a town hall where you each have your seats. They spin around, and this is where people are going to come to you. And let me throw some.
Oh, I get to like spin around dramatically in my chair. Awesome. I do that like constantly.
I keep Tomo's chair really well oiled, so it always spins a little bit too far.
Yes. I'm really heavy
tries to-
too.
You have to like spin himself back slightly with his. Like,
I have a
feet
low
back.
center of gravity.
Oh my god!
I spin
I
really
just see
well.
you spinning and trying to stop to say something dramatic and then just keep going a little too much.
Bye. Hey. Hit.
It's just kind of
Hey.
guys doing it on purpose.
Oh. Good.
I'll just reach over, stop the chair.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, we are going to do administrative duties. So Rora, Paul, Tomo, Gally, they set you up here. Arizan Shire is your liaison between you and Zenility Lab, so he'll be there to guide. Diedrich will be in attendance because she's Diedrich. But this is where the list that Arizan Shire is going to have.
Is this like
And,
a serious meeting type thing?
Fairly serious. Yeah, this is going to be a series of NPCs who bring forth like
we should change. I'm gonna go put on. Like
Yeah, before we go into this, I like get into my
like we're
formal
super
ooze
sweaty and covered in
suit.
crap from riding around in a week.
I'm also going to meditate and make sure that my sidereal influence is geared towards the energy moat.
Okay.
Because I get a little
I dress
benefit to
appropriately
that.
and put on my serious scarf.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
What does the
nice.
serious scarf look like?
What does dressing appropriately mean? She's wearing other clothes.
That's why I said there's a serious scarf. I figured there's a suit on. Everyone has a some kind of environmental suit.
Yeah.
Beyond that,
yeah,
though,
yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I
I
didn't.
imagined like a three-piece suit when you said suit, and then I started imagining Rora in a three-piece suit, and I was like, "Damn, that's awesome!"
A 3 carapace suit, maybe.
Wow.
But I forgot to mention Tomo is. We established this offline in chat. Tomo wears ponchos. Like
Yep.
he has a formal
Oh, yeah.
poncho. He has an adventuring, or they have a formal poncho and an adventuring poncho. So for this, it's the.
do you have a
the
business
formal.
poncho?
Yeah, this is the business poncho for this one.
Business
It's like
casual
a
poncho.
50-50 poly blend with
Okay.
a tie.
Sure. Then I got to know what Hull and Galley are rocking to the meeting, because yeah, like this isn't. You are the leaders of this, so like you once before everything, like your rooms are like just a couple hallways down. So while you're like getting ready for the day, you see a line of NPCs just like sitting patiently to some degree or another. You see Arizan Shire going back and forth with data pads and stuff. You see Diedrich setting up recording equipment. This is your first charter turn, so like this is like kind of momentous occasion, and they're going to capture it, probably send it to Zenalides, since she's the communications operator. So yeah, Hull, Galley, tell me about them outfits then.
Galley comes from like a pretty like well-to-do family, so she knows to dress. So she's wearing a standard like pinstripe business type suit, pencil skirt. She actually cleans up pretty nice when she wants to, and she comes out looking surprisingly capable.
Okay. Any band of paraphernalia, hover logos or anything?
There are, but they're off at the moment. The suit itself has like there are like lighter patches where you can tell the like screens and hover.
Nice.
Yeah. But they're off currently. Yeah.
All right. I love it. Hull, the stowaway.
Yeah, Hull literally brought what he's wearing right now. So he cobbles together a tie and just puts it on over his armor, and that's and the tie, by the way, is not like a actual proportionate tie. It goes down about like this far.
Boy.
You can borrow one of my ponchos if you wish.
That makes a tie. That's a tie.
That is the tie.
I love the poncho thing. I love the scarf thing too. So no, I love this. So yeah, you file in, everyone like murmuring to themselves, very town hall feeling as people are talking about. You see the various NPCs you've met. Most of them you haven't, but a lot of people have shown up. You do notice the Willowanthe family, the food procurement specialists, and the Angelo sisters aren't here. You imagine they're probably at work, but as you like step in, like on either side of the door are the two Noir security detail, and they're kind of like taking this. This isn't supposed to be like grim. This is a great moment. People are excited for the future of this settlement, and it's up to you four to lead the charge. So they're kind of giving a little bit of pomp and circumstance.
Oh no, are there cameras?
There are cameras. Diedrich has set up cameras.
No.
Deidre put up like a boombox and is playing some like fanfare music.
Maybe. Yeah, there's probably something. What's the Chief song? What's that? Hail to the Chief. Yeah. That, but Starfindery. But yeah, you lead your way in and people get quiet. And
do we have a gavel?
do you want a gavel?
Can we have a gavel?
Yeah, I think we need a gavel.
I think
Is this a
Rora
court?
I think Rora should have.
It's important.
It's a town meeting. It also
Yeah.
has a gavel.
It's important to have a gavel.
Student
It
body
shows-
council right here.
shows strength. Don't want to think you're weak without a gavel.
You have to present a strong front for these people.
I quickly make a gavel.
There we go. It'll last just long enough for this to end.
I get 2 taps and evaporate. I go, okay.
Okay. So yeah, Arizan Shire. All right, we've all gathered. We all know the deal. We have a list of people that'd like to be heard. First up, Gavin Neldiner. And Gavin Neldiner, does anyone remember him?
Should I?
Maybe.
Oh, wasn't he the dwarf?
He was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Gavin
nice. The
Neldiner.
one that we saved. Okay, yeah.
They,
Hey, buddy,
they
how you
stepped-
doing?
I'm doing all right. I've got a couple requests for you, mostly just one.
And what's that?
I strongly recommend people carry flame pistols upon their person. I've done a very good job of clearing foliage away from the nascent generator, but we as a settlement will be creating a vast amount of electricity, and if these plants are drawn to it, we will need to defend ourselves. And you look at them, when last you saw them, like they were rocked pretty hard by that that jolt vine, and you can see on their neck like a little like lightning crisscross of. It's not exactly
like Harry
painful
Potter.
looking.
No, if you get
He's the chosen one.
Yeah, no, it's more along his neck. It's just electricity shock. So like just kind of like it's more like Tony Stark in Iron Man 2.
Yeah, like scarring.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a tiny bit of superficial scarring. And you notice like he's not like showing everyone, but you do see like he suffered some effects from that fight. I just think we should be prepared for when the plants rise up and take back their planet. Thank you.
Okay, well, firstly, I think I speak for everyone when I say that we're so glad that you're okay. It must have been terrible what happened to you.
Good job being alive.
Right. But handing everyone a flame pistol could be seen as a security risk.
Oh no, we're all cleared. We all went through the basic training. We're all capable of carrying weapons. Are you saying we don't have the right to bear arms?
No, we're
I love
absolutely
bear
not
arms.
saying that. What we are saying, though, is
Oh no.
we understand the seriousness of your issue, and we've seen the vines elsewhere, so they are around. But there's also the issue of, do we have enough flame pistols on hand? And we can ask the tech.
Actually, if I may, Laura, something that comes to mind, if we invest a little bit in making sure that the people who are working in electric areas are safe by investing in some kind of automated flame turret system, that way they'd all be safe and we wouldn't have to hand out flame pistols to everyone. Maybe one or two for the higher ups, like yourself, of course, in case anything else happens. But for the most part, I think that having automated turrets that like sprinklers but for fire would really keep things away.
I'd be fine with that. I'm just here to ask for a requisition of pistols. I would, of course, trust your judgment to hand out how you see fit. The security folks, of course. Those who go out into the foliage, of course. But no, this was more of a requisition request in person.
Then understandable. I think we're on the same page. I think we can all work together to get this done in a way that makes everyone happy.
And we will
And
make
safe.
a note of it, of the things we need to acquire and build.
And so we talked, God, it feels forever ago, before the show started, before we started ever playing this game, was like I was going to have like monthly, when we do this, I'll say like a monthly shipment. Like you can like placing your orders for supplies. Like Zeneliti Labs has given you autonomy on here. They're still a corporation and they have, funds. So like if there's a thing like, I would like you can say like, I personally can't afford this item, but like you, or this is what I'm doing here with this NPC is like, they would like to requisition a number of fire pistols or weapons that do fire damage. Like we can like talk about like, what do we want from, and we can play around with like, no, Zenuliti isn't going to give you an attack chopper, but
right, because he was asking for everyone to have a gun, like everyone to have a gun.
Dawn.
Which seemed like too much.
I thought we agreed that the attack chopper was necessary for us to
This
do our
is
job.
politics right here, reneging on the promises.
Yep.
These
I wanted
campaign
to
promises.
make this authentic as possible.
I was gonna ask, is this something that like we're gonna have to spend resources on if we want to fulfill, or is this just like, yeah, sure, fire pistols for everyone?
So this is going to be like, you decide. I'll let you decide like what's an appropriate number.
Can I just approve everything and everyone gets funding and it's all good and
There will
everyone's
be
happy?
repercussions for that. If you want to try that,
Yeah.
if you would like to fuck around, we can find out.
Fisher's gun, you got it, buddy.
We have budget constraints too.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm asking. What's our budget and like what can and can't we
I
requisition?
haven't established a budget.
Okay.
It was going to be. We're going to kind of.
I didn't know if it like cost resource units.
No. This resource units are strictly for project and settlement maintenance. This here, like we can vamp and we can talk about what kind of budget. Like I'm pretty like, of course, you know, you put in a requisition for a couple things, and LED will send it with a ship. Like, you know, we can talk, and Arizan Shire being the liaison, I may use him to be like, no, Tomo, you can't have
Attack
Fun for
helicopters.
attack helicopters. But like, you know, we can play around with like what is permissible, and we just play around with it. This
Maybe
is
a
like
little attack chopper as a treat.
What if they're attacking with a shoot fire?
An attack
And then
drone?
what would that be?
maybe an attack helicopter that only works on water, and it's a boat. See what I mean? Like we can play around with
Hard
what
bargain
this
there.
is. Yeah.
I just pulled up a picture of an attack helicopter and a boat, and they seem strangely different.
Yep. That's the magic of negotiation.
Is it? Wow, I don't want to negotiate anymore.
But so that was Gavin's pitch. He goes and sits back down, smile on his face, just like tapping away at his data pad. Next up, Veach comes out. They're wearing a lab coat, and he holds up a data pad. Advisors, fellow settlers, I would like, if I may, request a employment transfer.
But we need you.
Oh
in
no,
where you are.
you misunderstand me. I would like one of the food procurement specialists as an assistant. You have been bringing so many creatures that it's going to require some work. What we talked about last night is still good, yes?
Yeah.
Like what?
We discussed this, expanding the zoology containment centers. We also had another idea of each. Perhaps we can set up a foster program within the settlement where we can put up some of the more tame animals for adoption and care by the settlers within Orliedan's rest.
Yes, that would certainly be good for tourism. I know we're just getting things organized. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Then, yes, I will accept this. I would just like to ask permission before I approach the people, the Willow-Ants.
Is there anyone other than a member of the Willow-Ant family who would suit your... Just because I think the food procurement specialists might be currently
Right. Yeah,
occupied.
Has anyone approached you seeking job transfer?
Not necessarily, no, but there are 5 Willow-Ants, and I can't. It would be a part-time position. They would still do their duties, but occasionally, when needs require, if I could pull them for my uses.
We would need to track what their hours are currently to find out whether there is any leeway in their scheduling.
Plus, ask them if they want to do it.
Of course.
Yeah, you
Yes.
could just talk to them and
Not
see,
that-
like, hey, you wanna...
Yep.
But I mean, if that all works out, I guess that's fine. What do you think, Laura?
If there is time that they're currently not utilizing, and if they're agreeable to it, then it's fine. But both those things would need to be, we need to prioritize the foods
Of
procurement
course. Yes.
and then work on getting you assistance.
Of course.
And we can
yes.
look into and we can check to see if there are other people who have availability.
Very good. Thank you, advisors. I appreciate your time. And they like lock eyes with you, Tomo, again, and just smile and nod, and they go back to their seat. Cool. Does anyone have anything you want to bring up or discuss? Like this is
Yeah,
this
real
is
quick,
me vamping. So like
Yeah, so Gary's just like while like this, the room's quiet and there's no one here. Come on, I thought you said they need them for study, not like pets.
Well, this is a way for Reach to have access to the animals while also sharing the burden of care. It wasn't really about, it's not about having these pets per se, but more as just this is more storage for them if we are able to put the more tame animals in a domicile.
Right, and you're not going to get like weird and jealous like you do with Ophelia, right?
I pan
just
Ophelia,
saying,
who's on my
let's say,
lap
like-
again.
Let's say that, I don't know, Deidre gets hold of like obsidian and they get on like a house on fire.
What? No. This
I'm
would
just
be
saying,
for
like, these are
other
the things that be, like,
animals,
A
not
real
my
bond, you
animals.
know? And that could be a thing you can't really get involved in.
Oh, what if we make bonds immediately? It's like, Tomo, do you think you would be okay with that? Just like,
Yeah, what if every other animal just likes other people more than you?
oh no, what if they decide to name them something different than what you named them?
yeah.
But that's their name.
You know, I think we gotta really talk this one through a bit more first, but otherwise, I'm for it.
We can probably make it work. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
I look at the camera smiling.
I look, I'm also smiling for different reasons.
But you're in the bridge of the ship. Everyone's looking spiffy for this charter turn event. We're all
I appreciate
performing-
the tie. I didn't get time to change into the pencil skirt.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So everyone's gathered. There's been a lot of people who a couple people have spoken. Now, next up, some NPCs you've not met. Let me throw up their art.
Snap.
Yeah. A human female and
She's rad.
Yeah.
and an Osharu.
Oh.
Wow, in the shower.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I lifted the art from Pack Worlds, I think. Thank you, Paisa. So yeah, these two step forward. The human female, his name is Halfaria. And let me go to the proper page so I can tell you who all these people are. Those of you besides Hull who studied the roster of people because you're supposed to be here. I haven't done that joke in a bit. Halfaria Ramen, female human. She is the resident botanist, and she's standing there. She has a little like hover drone. Like the art for her that I shared is she has like a little hover tray of her pet. She's a administrator in her own right. She stands there and she's kind of the people who have assembled so far, I think she has the least bright outlook on things, looking kind of dour almost. Thank you, advisors, for seeing me. Just want to thank you for the opportunity to embark on this expedition. I mean this with all due respect. You spent a good amount of effort capturing fauna of this world, but my flora has been somewhat neglected, and I would just like to reaffirm that you do plan on collecting plant samples for me.
Oh,
guess.
of course.
Yeah, that was our second run. Where animals first time out, plants second time. That's
We
the
did bring back
plan.
a sample of the electro plants.
Yes, the jolt vines yielded very little
Wow. Okay.
actionable matter, but I do appreciate you have brought them.
You're absolutely right. We need to give you more samples.
Okay.
Guess we're gonna have to focus on plants for a while. Then can't focus on the animals on the next time out. No,
Right,
bummer.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
That sounds fair. Sounds fair. You
She,
make a good point.
She walks up and she puts a briefcase down and she opens it and it's just covered in vials. You didn't come see me before you headed out, so perhaps some of the blame lies with me. I hope this will help remind you. Zenalidi sent us to find a cure, and while Lishu has some expertise with studying animals. As many of you may or may not know, a good many of the cures that we take for granted today came from a discovery of an unloved bush, or berry, or pine needle.
No, you're right. And we need to make a more concerted effort. I appreciate you giving us this sample case, and we will do a much better job, because looking for the cure, it is our goal here, and there is no doubt that flora is
Way more
responsible for
important
many
than
cures.
flora in this point. Yep. Uh-huh.
I thank you for your time, advisors. I didn't wish to come across too abrupt, but yes, please and thank you. I look forward to your results. And I, as a heads up, as the lumber mill is going up, I'm going to be away from the settlement for a bit to collect my own samples there. I've been assured that the Angelo sisters can protect me. But
I believe it.
Yeah, they're crazy buff.
Yes, they are. They are something to be held. Thank you for your time. And she gives a wow. She gives a slight bow and goes and sits down. And you see that her mood has improved dramatically. And still standing up is the non-binary Osharu named Lishu. Lishu is the venerable mystic who serves as the expedition's doctor and spiritual advisor when necessary. They come up, and I was going to rip off Dr. OK from Will Save, but I think I'm going to go with a different scientist.
If you hadn't said it, I would have had no idea.
Steal it.
No
it's
idea.
it's an Osharu thing, and it's
Okay.
not. I'll point out, like, it's not just Will Save that does Osharu voices like that. Like, no offense to them.
Honored guests, honored advisors of our great settlement of Orliedan's Rest, I greet you heartily in the name of Ores, praise be their name.
Yeah, I think Gally actually bows, like, as a mage of sorts. Like, she kind of bows as a mystic as well, just out of habit, I suppose.
Professional courtesy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know why she's doing it, and that was she.
I would like to echo my colleagues' thoughts on the flora aspect of your harvesting of research materials. I could use a great many of the flowers I've seen in my own herbal remedies, as well as my longtime desire to create the world's most popular herbal beverage.
Thought you were gonna say herbal tea.
Yeah.
No,
It
they're
is the-
basically creating a sports drink.
Oh my
Yes,
god. I'm
something
in.
that hydrates as well as rejuvenates. Yes, Master Hole.
Yeah. When you're playing sports, sometimes you get real tired up there. You know.
It's got electrolytes.
Oh yes, don't I know it when I'm throwing the grav ball and the disc and the spear.
You look like you can dunk.
I spent some time in the JV League, yes. I am not familiar with your career statistics, but I see I have met a fan in you, Master Hole.
Yeah, we should 1v1 sometime. That'd be fun.
I would very much like that opportunity after I've had my examination of you. It is curious, Hull, I did not get to examine you before leaving Triaxis. I hope you will give me the opportunity to pore over your body.
One of his eyebrows just goes like way up as his. Right, yeah.
For medical purposes, of course,
Right, yeah. Right, yeah.
I find beauty in all forms, Hull.
Right, of course. Don't we all?
It makes sense. Like, if you're going to be, like, working out together, then you're going to want to try their energy drink. So...
I have seen every person.
Are you a physical trainer?
I am licensed with certain hospitals within the Pact world. And they
All right, let's
stand up a
go.
little taller and shout, every person in this room I have seen in their full regalia. It is nothing personal, nor is it invasive. I am told I am a thorough physician.
This energy drink doesn't happen to be a aphrodisiac, does it?
What? Tomo?
It is too early to branch out, or I
we
have
got
the
that.
No!
I wanted to
I
make
have
sure.
a dietary
that I was
supplement plan
understanding.
as well for both carbon and silicon-based life forms. But I
Thank you
cannot,
for thinking of the silicon-based life forms as well.
of course, Rora. How are your scales in this air?
They're doing all right, thank you.
Have you eaten any nice microbes?
Maybe this should be a separate thing. Like maybe you need to.
Of
Maybe not
course,
right now.
Hull, yes, I am going to retire to my office. I look forward to seeing you before you head back out to the wilds.
I stick my claw out there to dap him up.
They definitely
Give him a fist bump. All right,
definitely
yeah.
come up, and Osharu have the tentacly kind of fingers, and
Wiggle of your fist.
yeah, you feel a slimy fist touch yours.
Kind of like fist bumping Tomo.
Yeah. But Tomo's so small, I just like punch his whole body when I fist bump him.
Thank you, advisors. I bid you adieu.
And to you also.
And
Later. See ya.
sashay their way out of the ship.
I like
Did you just
them.
get a gym buddy?
I think so. I think they might be a personal trainer, so I'm just gonna work on those guns.
Yeah, those guns. I mean, you can see it actually under the robes. You really tell they're pretty ripped.
Yeah, there was at least an 8-pack. I don't know. Maybe
for sure.
maybe they can just like change how many packs they have. They seem kind of squishy. Either way,
I mean, they could
they're like
definitely
17-pack.
Either way, I think that like the last two people have asked for like more plant matter, and that makes sense. Tomo, just for the moment, let's try and concentrate on getting plants, and maybe small bugs that live on plants while we're doing it. How about that? Okay, Tomo's asleep.
Fine.
I thought he's just totally zoned out of the plant talk.
Hey, Tomo, leans in.
You can't get hugs from a plant.
Whoa,
You
wait.
get hugs from those
We don't-
dolphins.
That's
You don't know.
fair point, right? See, but also we might find sentient plants or something like it.
Ooh, that's a good point. Maybe. Yes. Okay. Fine. Yes, I'm in.
Okay, wow, that was weirdly easy.
Let's do it.
Glad we're all on board here.
And the final speaker who hasn't gotten to speak yet steps forward, and this is someone you have met, Melidia Krinth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, she is the main structural engineer person, and she was the one who Elenez Zorian killed that bug for while you were dealing with the Jolt Vines. You met her at the storage silo. Greetings, advisors. It's very good to see you back, whole and healthy. A brief message. I am going back to the lumber mill with the rest of the team that says they are going up there. My only questions for you are, what sort of architecture were you planning for the settlement? Are we going to build spires? Are we going to build
Tall. Bigger
tall,
roofs, hopefully.
big
I would
roofs?
think
Yes.
something definitely like draconic, maybe in design. Something that would,
Oh yeah, I like that.
so it would, show the culture brought us here. And,
Yeah, piles of gold, maybe.
maybe not the piles of gold. I don't know. That's not a thing we need to do.
I
All right,
have.
just worthy treasures then.
Well, I mean, we can talk about that. It's more about just like the shapes of the houses right now, I think.
Yes,
as long as it can house that kind of thing. Like,
I
We can put gold
agree.
in the houses.
Lots
Nice,
of
nice.
gold and lots of spires and perhaps some kind of pillar of gold
Okay,
to
again,
attract
the gold
lightning.
is in.
I'm loving
We
this
use the
direction.
materials we have on hand, so
Right, yeah.
possibly
Yeah,
the
we-
lumber.
And when it comes time to build your residences, of course, I will seek you out and ask for your personal preferences for your humble abodes.
Right. No gold necessary. Are
Yeah,
we
can
in
they?
agreement?
Can caves be put by the water? Waterside, but also a nice cave would be.
We
That'd be
could
pretty nice.
excavate something for you.
Nice.
You wish to live in a cave?
With a pot of gold.
Kind of looks down at himself like, yeah,
Where
obviously.
were you living before? Did you live in the cave before you came with us?
You think I could have afforded a cave before?
I just realized that you're wearing a
Hard those are to
tie.
get in the Vescarium.
What's that, Jeff?
I just realized that Hole is wearing a tie on camera now. Where'd you even get that?
there's a poncho, and you know.
No, it looks really good.
Thank you. I did my best. Thank Tomo. It's one of his.
Oh,
Very
you
well.
look very pointed at Tomo. Thanks, Tomo.
That one's business casual.
Thank you, advisors. Thank you. She kind of like gives a very perplexed look at all of you, and
feel like
We'll get back to you with more information.
Right, yeah, and that's gold.
in gold.
No,
I'll keep it. I'll keep the gold. Don't worry. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Arizan steps forward. I think that concludes things for this first session. Great work, everyone. I thank you, advisors, for hearing us out. Thank you, settlement Orliedan's citizens.
Yeah, I guess we can. What do you do at the end of a meeting? Bow to the people? I guess we're there.
It's up to you. Of
Smack
course.
the gavel.
Oh, use the gavel.
Oh crap! Okay, hang on 1 second. I spend another spell slot to make a gavel again, and then I bang it, and it just disintegrates again.
But it's a show of power.
Meeting is adjourned. Everyone files out. Diedrich stays behind.
Did you need something, Diedrich?
I just wanted to say welcome back to the settlement. I'm so glad to have you here, seeing a firm grip, hearing out the little people, as it were. I just wanted
Can
to...
I just stop you there, Dietrich? There's no little people, okay? That's derogatory. No, I mean, like, figuratively, like...
Oh,
you're also, like,
right.
10 foot tall. Everyone's a little person to you. My point is, and no offense...
I was confused. I'm sorry.
We're all a team here. No one's less than anybody else.
But you are the advisors, and we are experts in our field, surely, but you get to make all the decisions. That puts you at a different strata than the rest of us.
We were just in a meeting where we listened to everyone's issues and problems and came to an agreement with the people. Sure,
We're
it may come down to a
administrators and
day.
leaders.
Right,
Very
yeah.
well. Perhaps I misspoke. I apologize. I'm going to send this off back to Triaxis. Is there anything you'd like me to include in my data package?
Could you give us like one minute?
Certainly. You know where I'll be. And
Absolutely.
she clacks with her. Oh, let me throw up the art. We haven't seen Diedrich.
Crew
in a
puddle.
bit.
Everybody, crew puddle.
I wonder if my
We don't
senses
need to
are
see
picking up
Diedrich's
everything.
face. It's okay.
I think you need to be reminded of the face of the enemy every time.
I love her.
I love her as a character. I don't like her
Yeah.
as an enemy.
I love getting to be that kind of person.
Oh man, you get your full Karen on.
It's nice. Okay, so yeah, she steps out. Meeting adjourned. Arizan Shire has smiled at you all and left, giving you a wave. So that was administrator duties, basically. Now,
Oh, man. I think that went really well.
Yeah, for the most part.
Overall, yeah.
Guys, we gotta figure out what we want to do about Hull. I mean, look,
What
you've
do you
been
want?
super helpful here.
He's right here.
Is this because of the spider thing?
No. Listen, hey, look, I'm probably the only person who was totally okay with killing spiders all day long. But also, we need to figure out like a reason you're here. We could just say like we hired him on, right? Like as a contract or something. We are the administrators.
But I already took care of that.
she did.
Oh, really? Oh, because the way people
Oh, yeah,
said, is there
I
anything else to
explained Hull
talk about? I was
ages
like, okay. Then Deidre's so pointed. You just can't be sure she's trying anything.
She
why
kept
she
looking
hired.
at me the entire time she was talking. She's
You
like,
have a special
"No,"
relationship with her, Hull.
Yeah.
I think she's thinking the eye hole.
the higher stratosphere.
No, now that you say it like that, it sounds like that was some kind of come on, higher stratosphere, the tallest guy here. I don't know, man. Maybe she's into you.
Dude, Gally. No. Listen, I'm
Well,
already
actually,
afraid. And
I think Gally has a point. I think that Diedrich might like you.
well, I gotta go
Just
check
seem awfully
on.
focused on you.
Yeah,
I gotta go check on Ophelia. I'm like holding Ophelia. We gotta go check on her now. I've got to be anywhere but here.
So Hull is the first one to leave. I just saw the message in chat. Is the music still too loud? I'm sorry. I thought I turned it down enough for everyone.
Oh, it's like off now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while. We're good.
Okay, cool. Maybe I did it earlier and then I just took it too far.
You did it and I did it too.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Well,
Am I allowed to do like a post-hummus?
Oh, can we get some hummus?
Pre-hummus.
Can I
No.
get some
That's
post-hummus
post-hummus.
in
Like
here?
after
Can we get some
we're-
current
After the
hummus?
hummus is gone, like
Can I just get some
I-
hummus, guys?
I'm gonna
Anyone?
spend my
Just get some
downtime to acquire hummus.
can we take UPBs and turn them into hummus?
if you can
Yeah.
find a culinary synthesizer Mark II,
Gally is our
Oh, no.
culinary synthesizer.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think. But I just
Yeah,
wanted to see if I could do
Rigel
like
left with the one we had.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. No more beers.
Man, we should have asked if we could leave it behind.
I want to see if I can do like a post check to see if like he's checking Hull out at all.
I'll give a sense.
No.
Yeah, I wanna do my check, do a assist on that,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, go ahead. Anyone that wants to do any checks, if you want to insight onto any of the people that you spoke to.
I'm gonna go so far as to read their emotions.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me look at my notes because of you, I have to include that thing in my prep.
Well, to be fair, Rigel was doing the same thing, so like.
Sure.
We
Yeah,
need
yeah,
a
no,
horny for Hull meter that we can put up.
it's a good thing to have me include because like people's desires and ambitions and stuff. It's good for me. I tease
And
Jeff, but
Be on the lookout for our new Horizons Unknown dating sim.
Oh yeah, horny for Hull.
Horny for Hull.
Great. Now I need to draw that too. and like, there's a little conversation bubble of Diedrich talking to him, and he's got like the little like 3 lines that are like the embarrassment marks from anime. Like,
Like every single option you pick just makes Deidre fancy more. Doesn't really matter.
you can't escape no matter how hard you try.
She likes a rebel.
She goes to watch you play ball with your show.
what
Like,
are those?
this is a private game, and she's like, I know.
What are those checks? What are those abilities?
Oh, I got a 17.
I got a 16.
Just gonna roll bluff to hide my embarrassment.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hide embarrassment.
I mean, you ran out of the room, so it's really.
I'm gonna take negatives on it. Yeah.
Okay. Your emotion. What was that emotion thing you had, Jeff?
It's blind sight emotion. I can see emotions.
Okay. Cool. So, just going down the thing, Arizan Shire, everything that I presented was accurate. Very, very happy how things are going. Very pleased that people showed up. Gavin Neldiner was very keen on people getting they have a bit of
Very keen on
a
guns.
yeah, they're kind of still a little bloodthirsty, a little salty about the shock they
Near-death
received.
experience.
Yeah, I guess I can't blame him.
Yeah, Veach was very pleased, very happy. Veach cleaned up.
We're gonna be seeing Veach a lot.
I'm going on so many plant excursions now.
Tomo is going to be promising the world to Veach.
Yeah.
Lishu and Haltharia. Haltharia was a little bit not hostile, but disappointed, miffed. But then was Aurora. You handled her words nicely, so she went away satisfied. Lishu as well. Also, Lishu, they because the interaction, it changes a couple things. They're very keen on the one-on-one with Hull, so they feel like whatever
they just beat the shit out of Hull, just absolutely decimate him on the court.
Yeah, whatever. you experience emotions in colors, right?
Yeah, I think that's how we established it. It's like I can see their aura.
Yeah, it's
like a living mood ring.
Exactly. Yeah, and that thing where you meet someone and you just click instantly, like you've been friends for years and you're just waiting to hang out again. You got that from Lishu. And Melidia was inquisitive, professional, confused towards the end of your talk, and very perplexed at the cave, but she you get the feeling like she likes a challenge.
Dragon. Okay, well, you kind of left out the most important one. How was Diedrich feeling?
I didn't have Diedrich. I was going down the list of the NPCs I knew I was going to have talk. Diedrich, okay.
I don't know if I want to know this, but...
You want to deafen yourself so I can say? No, you don't have to. Let's see. She was, you got 16 and 17? Condescending.
Yeah.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, it's weird. She was kind of goading, she was kind of saying things to get a rise out of you, you in general. So it wasn't but as far as whole, you don't detect burning passion anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
At best, she's ambivalent about you.
You know what? I bet she has a bunch of those trashy romance novels in her room, To Tame a Dragon and Scales of Lust.
Dragon.
Not that I've read them. I'm just saying I've seen them around.
Okay, so
someone we were on ship.
yeah, so this
Oh no.
charter turn takes a month, and the final thing is events. And we talked about it a little bit before we went live. Some people less keen on some of the options, but let me get to the correct spot. And the way events work is stuff happens at the end of this month. So every turn there's a chance your charter will have an event, such as a natural disaster or the discovery of corruption within the government. Whether or not your citizens and infrastructure are prepared for these random occurrences depends on what your administration has focused on.
Corruption in the government, but we're the government.
Oh no!
You guys all wanted gold houses. What do you think that means?
What? I said I wanted a pile to sleep on. What are people not understanding here?
No, I said gold for everybody.
Okay. So, but the way it works is like these events, like, and I'm not going to be going over like this every time, but just so everyone can go through the motions of this. The way it works is there is a 15% chance each turn of an event happening. So I need one of you to roll a D100. Anything
I got it.
14 or lower will cause an event to happen. And I'll
95.
Okay, doesn't happen.
All
But the
right.
way it works is each turn it goes up 15%. So
Ooh.
like
Nice.
eventually these
Okay.
will happen, and then I will roll on a table. If you really are curious, it's on Nethys. If you want to look at the list,
No,
I'm not
I
going to
like
go.
that.
I would like to surprise some of you with some of these. Some of them are good. A
Yeah.
lot of them are
People listening can go look. We will not.
bad. Yeah.
So the next time we roll, it's going to be 30%.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ooh,
I've marked that
okay.
on our sheet.
Thank you for doing that. I was going to ask you to do that. So yeah, that is the end of your charter turn. You are now a size 2 charter. You didn't have to worry about unrest. So if one had happened, you have to like base off of what happens. It goes. You compare an event against the specific charter traits that you have. And if you fail or meet them, it depends on what that affects you. So you got out with no unrest happening. You now have a D4 of settlement resource dice for next turn. But you are good. That's charter turn. So a month has passed in this. So like you had time to collect yourselves, relax, talk to people, and we talk about like what we're going to do in the future. And it was pretty obvious what you were going to choose this time with the lumber mill and all that. But like
Sure.
presumably you had conversations, and you will have conversations of like, here's what we'd like to do in this area. This is what we want to claim. Here are our options. If you could have talked to any of the people involved with the forest. If you go to a plains area, like we want to establish a farm, well, you'll probably want to talk to the willow ants, or you'll want to talk to the builders about like what kind of structures can we build there. So we'll play around with what that means and how that translates as entertaining as possible. But for this first one, I definitely wanted to like show you all this is the work we're going to be doing, either on air or off. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But
So essentially,
we'll keep the Horny for Hull meter going through all of these. I think we'll be doing some very important stuff. But wait, how's Diedrich feeling?
I mean, Diedrich. This isn't any sort of spoiler. Like Diedrich has made it clear, like she's the communications expert. She is going to be a presence.
Is she though? Because she's like awkward to talk to every time.
Have you never been to HR?
If you want to have closed meetings, that's something that could affect settlement morale.
Unrest.
Don't do it, Hal. Don't do
we
it.
just need to increase.
I'm not meeting anyone by myself anymore.
We need to increase Diedrich's disposition with some diplomacy rolls. Is all. I'm sure that will be enough.
For a party, I think there's like everyone's, things are going well. Oh,
Everyone
well,
loves
actually, I
parties.
guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone loves parties.
Are we gonna do a prom?
Yeah,
I keep hearing this term come up.
I mean, think about it, okay? Everyone likes parties. We were in a new place. Everyone's having a good time. There's a whole world to discover. We can like make a nice setup, get some music and stuff, and just
Maybe we wait till we have a little more resources to spend.
Sure. I mean, like as a congratulations for doing the first job.
Right.
Sure. Also to you could have also, if there was an event, some of those require you to use resource units to like smooth out some of the issues. But you walk away with one stored resource unit. And does anyone want to have any conversations before we push forward to the next step? Charter turn is over, so now this is going to be like settlement activity. So we can talk about where you want to go.
I follow up with Diedrich to let her know that she can send the data packet out.
And I want to have a brief conversation with Hull.
Okay. So Aurora, you're going to leave the ship and go find Diedrich. She's there's like a little communications array. It's like a lot of these stations that were pre-built kind of self-contained. So yeah, you can go and talk to her. I want to know what Hull and Tomo are doing first, but before that, Gally, where are you going to go in the meantime? Is there anyone you want to see? Is there anything you want to do that I can offer an NPC for you to talk to, or whatever you want to do? This is like kind of free downtime if you want to go do stuff.
I think no, Guy's probably going to take some time to just check around the place, make sure everything's shipshape and stuff. The guy seems to have it handled. It's more about like, excuse me, being out among the people because we've only been back here like a little while. So he's happy to just wander off.
Okay, cool. I'll get to you. You have the bridge, Tomo and Hull. Unless you want to have it somewhere else.
Probably Tomo will approach Hull while we're like exiting the bridge, but Tomo will be like, Hull, I would like to speak to you in private, if that's all right.
To this point, Hull was like kind of hiding around the corner of the building waiting for Diedrich to leave, but like his tail was sticking out and like you could see him. But he kind of looks down at you and looks away a little bit like, yeah, I thought you might at some point.
Always looking down at Tomo. For some reason.
I literally can't do anything else. I'm sorry.
I understand. I'm used to it. So they'll kind of step off to the side somewhere private, and Tomo's going to say, look, I know how much it has been hurting you inside since the incident in the cave with Presley too. And I want you to know that I do not hold any ill will towards you for what happened. I understand that it was necessary. It was unavoidable. And you do not need to feel any remorse on my behalf.
Hull sits down on the ground and tries to get closer down to your level, but I appreciate that, Tomo. I do. And it's you're a good guy. You're a good person, and I think it's more that. Well, have you ever been to war, Tomo?
I consider myself grateful that I have not.
And as well you should be. In the Swarm War, before they fled back into the vast, I was on a station positioned there towards the front with my daughter. She was a higher rank than me. She was always much smarter, so she was one of the she was kind of telling everyone what to do. I was so proud of her. Anyways, there was an attack on the station. And I was at one of the entry points and, fighting in the hallways and people were getting cut down left and right. It was horrible. And then heard on the radio that the command center had been hit. That's where my daughter was. And I couldn't do anything about it. And that time, but I don't remember much more. I remember, I think seeing red is how you'd put it. Because when I regained myself, it was everyone in the corridor, all those bugs that had invaded were just ripped apart, and I knew it was me who had done it. And I thought that after that I could get away from it and I could maybe control myself a bit more. But being in that cave and seeing that arachnid bug monster just took me right back. And now
I understand. You need to realize that your daughter and her death is not your fault, nor is it the fault of any creature that we find on this planet. It is gravely unfortunate what has happened to you and to your daughter. And I'm sure that she would not want you to show that unkindness to others, if that makes sense.
yeah, I know, and that's why this is, I can't say worse, but it's, I know that thing was just, the crystal was messing with it, and it was,
Yes.
it wasn't that thing's fault, it was mine.
It was very difficult to resist the forces that were going on in that cave. I understand, and I was under its effects as well. So do not put it upon yourself. Instead, remember to be the kind of person that your daughter would seek to see in you. And remember
Paul
that
just like
wherever
tries to
you-
hide his face, like puts on glasses,
the
like
shades.
and
just so you
remember
can't see his tears.
Mid-conversation, it's incredibly obvious.
that as your daughter looks upon you from the beyond, that she is proud of you. Remain strong.
I appreciate your words, Tomo. It means a lot. Just
If you
I
ever
think
need
that-
someone to speak of this, I am here for you.
I'll think about it. I will. Just, I think that you and the others should maybe talk about a way that you can, if I ever do that again, if you can think of a way to stop me, whatever that means. I don't want to hurt people or creatures or anything.
I have faith that you will be able to stop you when the time is necessary.
Well, that makes one of us.
Have faith in yourself. and the rest will come.
Hull slides Ophelia over next to the both of you guys and starts petting Ophelia.
You see, Ophelia believes in you and trusts you. You are capable of great ability and also great kindness. I know that you will be able to overcome your emotions and gain control of them.
I'll do my best. No. Ophelia, stop trying to bite him. Stop, sit.
Ow! Ow!
Sorry, I'll just put it back in the backpack. So Hall just kind of stares off into the distance, the middle distance, thinking about this past and what Tomo said.
Yeah.
And just kind of goes quiet.
I'll give him a moment to reflect.
Okay. Holy crap. Very good. Gonna make me fucking cry. Okay. So yeah, you walk away. Tomo, Hole, you have your moment to yourself, and going to go to Aurora next.
Great.
Aurora, yeah.
I want to follow that.
Aurora, I still have to think of what NPC I want to throw at Galley, so this is easy. Aurora, you you follow her. There was some time in between when she parted and when you got to her. So when you get back, you get to the communications area. It's not a very big dish, but it does the trick, and you can expand it using charter turn rules. So it's a modest little communications hub here, but there's a couple computer panels all set up, and Diedrich is just humming to herself as you enter. Door whoosh is shut. She doesn't turn around. Balco, is that you? Why are you awake? And she turns and she sees you. She spins in her chair rather sharply when she sees you. She lifts her foot up and she just keeps spinning, not all the way around, but that angry boom. But when she sees you, she's just
Hi, Diedrich. I wanted to follow up with you about the data packet.
Aurora, yes, of course. I'm in the middle of it now. Was there something you neglected to include before?
No, that was just it. That we have everything that we needed included in there, and I just wanted to let you know that you're free to send it off.
Oh, lovely. I will send it off right away. But you could have just sent me a message on my comm unit. You didn't have to come all the way down here. Oh, that's going to be way too loud.
Very ominous.
I fixed it. It's 60s computer
She
lab.
reaches for her gun.
Yeah, no. The track is 60s computer lab from Tabletop Audio. I didn't mean. Maybe.
This is the big scene at the end of the movie where they're confronting each other,
No, it was just supposed to be just some ambient computer noises in the background. Very good. I'll send this off right away. It's going to take some time to get all the way back to the Pact Worlds, but...
Oh, absolutely. Of course it is.
I'm happy to loop you in with any replies I get.
Great. I appreciate that. Is there anything else you need from me?
I don't think so. No, we have it pretty well sorted. Eventually, I'd like to upgrade the place. Maybe get a different assistant. But Balco, he does good for the night shift. He's after we've had our conversation, he and I've had a conversation as well, and I've given him the opportunity to prove himself in the night shift.
Understood. I'm glad that things are going well.
Yep. No messages from any of the other settlements on the planet, which is fine. We're all very busy. Thought about.
And it might be that we're all just new and getting ourselves established.
Exactly.
I'm sure we're going to be hearing from other settlements later.
Yes. Yeah. There. I'm sure they're having just as much fun as you are. The Vesk, oh, they have a hard time of it. They're in the North Polar region, and I'm very glad the Veskarium chose not to choose me for that expedition.
That would be a harsh environment to deal with.
Yes, I will take this pastoral viewscape we have. She like looks out the window, and you can see the mountain in the distance, and it's just gorgeous, snow-capped. No, I'm quite happy here.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. Aurora's gonna toddle
Attack.
off.
Oh, okay.
No?
It just occurs to me like how
They
intimidating.
both go with their guns at the same time.
Aurora's like massive compared to Diedrich, but she's also like intense.
Diedrich
So
is
I-
larger than life, though. Like,
I don't know. It feels like an immovable object in unstoppable force.
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah.
I do want to go see if I can find Balto. He's now on my
Balco.
list.
Yeah. Balco, you go around, like there's also back on the ship, you know that we haven't messed around with him much, but you know that he is Diedrich's assistant.
Right.
And he is currently has a room in the like dormitory portion of the remainder of the ship.
I don't even have them on my list here. I don't know anything about them.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll pull it up. I'll
Oh,
tell
there
you.
they are.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have
I have
any
some
art
notes.
for. Yeah, I don't have any art for them. But basically, just Diedrich's assistant.
Yeah.
Let me scroll. Diedrich accidentally let slip, called him an idiot once. Aurora
Remember that.
stepped on that quick. Yeah, Balco Unktar, male human, serves as Diedrich's assistant, eager for adventure and too curious for his own good. But now Diedrich has just told you that he's taken the night shift, so probably asleep.
And that's
aboard the
fine.
ship.
It can be on tomorrow's task.
Sure.
Does he wear a red shirt? He sounds like he wears a red shirt.
Wow. Maybe he does. Maybe he does.
Oh no!
This
Protect
poor
this
guy.
poor
No
man.
character art coming with nothing.
Oh no, do I have to draw something just to save him?
Good.
Yes, Adam, please.
However, the story
Make him
shakes
wear
out.
red.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Balco. All proceeds go to save
Now I have to
Balco.
shoot him. God damn.
Well, gotta put him down.
And where Aurora just feels, or Gally feels like a tingling in her spine, like I'm going to kill somebody.
Just pulls up a gun for
I
no
know
reason
what.
in the middle of the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. But yeah, Balco. Yeah. I mean, there's quite a few other NPCs I've not had art for. I've just been like using the ones I do have art for and ones that fit thematically. But so far, Balco, just standard human, nothing remarkable about him. Younger man. I have some backstory stuff I've made for him. But if you want to go wake him up and talk to him, we can do
Oh
that.
no, I won't wake him up. Wait till he's, night shift.
Okay. So I'll leave you at that. I'm kind of keeping an eye on the clock, so we leave on a good moment. But so yeah, where does Aurora go after the Diedrich meeting?
I am also going to glad hand people.
Okay. All right.
So I'm just talking and getting the feel for the place.
Okay. So yeah, just little brief snippets of stuff. Elenez Zorian isn't around. They're the undead technomancer that killed that bug and then walked out of town like
That's
a
what I was looking
badass.
for. God damn.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
What
they're
a badass guy.
yeah.
Man, so cool.
Yeah.
I'm like looking around for a guy. Have you seen a really cool Elfin around?
Yeah, I
No?
think if you do say that to anyone, the hard hoofs, the security detail, they'll definitely say he left town and hasn't come back since you left. So you'll
that's
see
so
him.
cool.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably off like leaning against trees and smoking and staring off into the
okay.
distance.
But I'll have this be a group thing. At least a pair of you. Gally and Aurora, you're walking around. You see a couple people. Most people are busy at work, like the charter event, the town hall meeting, whatever we want to call it. If you guys want to make a name for it, you can. That's cool too. But people went back to their own work. But I'll say, like, the both of you loop around at one point and link up and see each other. And it's about there where you'll see the mechanic area. There's got a little shed set up. The truck, the on the map I put up the
the truck.
Yeah, the junk truck is what I've been calling it. It's the settlement's mechanic is I made them an experimental mechanic, so they have just a cargo hauler truck, like nothing special about it. It looks like it was welded together by hand. But underneath it, what map do I have you on? I have you on the Burnished Dawn. Let me put you somewhere. I'll put you. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I can just show you the artwork no matter where you're at. But I do have artwork for these two. And underneath is the mechanic. Where the hell? I keep closing the different folders here. Underneath the truck is a human female that you would know to be named as Reese Amige, the settlement mechanic. And I don't have great art for her, but I do have art for her wife, Ilsynth 11, the settlement surveyor, and artwork by our very own Adam.
What?
Yeah. So underneath the truck,
She's so cool.
yeah, the humans tinkering away under the hood of this truck, and us kind of leaning against the outside of it, futzing around with this little hover drone, is a purple-haired android female wearing a very cool looking, and I'll post social media art for those of you listening in podcast form. Adam, you nailed this. I love this.
Thank you.
I love that jacket.
So do I. I want that.
She's so cool.
Yeah,
I like her a lot. It's nice work.
Got like that like wrap jacket that like zips up along the side, super sci-fi look, and a little robo dog.
Yep. Robo dog.
Pupper, PUPVR.
PU/UP3R. Pupper.
Nice. Pupper.
I think that was all you, Adam. You did the pupper, right?
Yes, that was me.
Yeah. So, paramechanic.
If you can't have animals, have robo animals.
Anyway.
Yeah. And she sees. I'll have all four of you. I'm looking at the time. I'll say, like, the way conversations rolled, all four of you kind of meet up at this area. Like, this is where your Jeeps are parked outside of. They weren't there when you pulled in, but they're here now. And the human Reese Amige is underneath her own vehicle right now. But this android walks up. Oh, hello. Oh wait, no. I'm basically doing. I can't remember her name from She-Ra.
Oh, the purple head one.
Yeah,
Glimmer.
I know who you mean.
No, not Glimmer. No, the Entrapta.
Entrapta, yes.
Yeah.
Hi,
She likes the mechanic one?
She is.
Yeah, the one that likes to experiment on
Oh
things.
gosh, hi. What are you
Perfect.
doing? Hi, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Reese is currently busy, but is there anything I can help you with?
We're just checking to see everything's okay.
Oh, everything's great. Yeah, we're loading up the truck, making sure she run good. Looks like we're taking up a bunch of people to set up a lumber mill.
Yeah. Get rid of some of the trees.
Oh God, we're not
Down
going to
with
deforestate
trees.
them, are we?
No. So we're just gonna use it for lumber.
Oh, building supplies, of course.
Speaking of which, how is Arthur? Does anyone know?
What?
Oh,
Who?
Arthur, your rock elemental friend.
That's right.
We've been up and down there. There's tons of rocks, but haven't quite seen one that answers to Arthur. But
Probably because he escaped and got away to live happily.
possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be up there a bit. I'll keep an eye out.
Arthur's missing?
No, not missing. We know right where he's at. He's in our charter, and he's safe in our charter.
I'm giving out the biggest thumbs up behind. Like someone could see behind me anyway. Well, whatever. I'm still giving a thumbs up.
I forgot Tomo is all eyes.
Yeah.
Just step behind one of Hull's legs, so you put him in between the two of you, and then do it.
Tomo is the ooze version of a biblically accurate angel.
Be not
Oh,
afraid.
yeah, right.
Actually,
That's horrific.
Can I pet your drone? Is that okay?
Yeah, pet it, okay, and it.
I thought you said paint.
Pet your drone.
Pet it,
Can I
pet
paint
it,
your
no.
drone?
Don't paint my drone. No, but you can touch him. He likes floating around. He fetches things, records
Wow.
things. Yeah.
Like she's like kind of like touching it like a dog, but also like expecting it. She's like, this is great work. Did you do this? Did you build it yourself?
Oh yeah, I've been tinkering around with this. He's a Pupper Mark III. Yeah, he's real nifty and helpful, and I got a gun attached to his mouth. He can shoot
He's like
lasers.
gonna touch his mouth. Trying to open his mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The dog's mouth just like drops open, and there is a 100% a laser pistol barrel pointing at you.
Yes!
What?
Yes!
He's a good boy with the laser
Technically
mouth.
speaking, he's not supposed to have it, but you're cool, right? You're not gonna. Oh, you're not gonna tell anyone.
Listen, don't worry about it, okay? Like your secret's safe with me. We're
Okay.
sort of in charge, but kind of. But this is
Yeah.
fine. Besides, everyone loves laser mouth dogs.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
I modeled it after the Tashtari. I could never get him because I'm allergic to the quills. But this is cool.
Oh, this is totally good. This is way better than Story. Does he do any tricks or anything?
Shoot and fly. That's about it.
That's all you need.
Can it-
hey,
can it do that thing that, like-
Keep this.
You throw it, and the pupper like jerks out of your grasp or whatever, and like points and like blows it out of the sky. Adam,
Yes.
what were you about to say?
Can it do the thing that like the toy robot dogs we have nowadays can do, where it can like go down on back legs, up on the front, and then like do a backflip and land?
It's literally a hover
Like a
drone.
really bad toy backflip.
This is a hover. Yeah, so like, it does it in the air, and it does have like the
So it
flappy
just-
ears.
Yes.
It can just spiral.
Wait, it's an eyebow. Awesome.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yep. I've had them forever. So what's next for you all? Y'all going to the lumberyard too?
I think they pretty much got it handled. We'll probably pass by, make sure everything's okay, but we're back out onto the on the road to.
Oh,
tend the
yeah.
wilderness.
Gotta get some plants.
Also get plants.
Plants.
Yeah, we'll be gathering while we're there. Yeah, I already got a message from Haltharia. She was a little pointed in her instructions. I'm just a surveyor. I'll be looking for spots. If there's anything you're looking for, I can get it for you.
If you see any other obelisks, let us know.
Obelisk. Yeah.
We saw one while we were
Keep
out.
an obelisk.
We saw a very
You see an obelisk around,
strange, very
Obelisk.
strange obelisk while we were
Obelisk.
out surveying.
I'll just show her. a
Rock
picture of
named
what I
Arthur.
saw.
Got it.
No, not the Arthur. Not Arthur. That's a different. This was a
Different rocks.
I know,
a
I'm
tall
listing.
pillar.
I'm listing. Yes.
Okay.
The obelisk, comma, rock named Arthur.
It's when you say like it sounds like you're calling the obelisk Arthur.
No, I don't know any obelisks.
Right. But if you did know one, it wouldn't be Arthur.
No, Arthur's the rock. I'm not going to call it the same thing. It's going to be something else. Do I get
Brian.
naming privileges if I find your obelisk?
I
You can call it
suppose.
obelisks 1 through 5 if you find any more.
No, we
You
found
could
one.
call it Big Arthur.
No, what?
But it's a rock and it's big.
Arthur was kind of. Well, I don't think Arthur. Okay, between you and me, I don't think Arthur was actually sentient. I think it was just a rock.
You think it was just a rock? Okay, yeah, no, that's
Pretty
I
sure
gotcha.
just a
I
rock.
gotcha.
Like, we fought some rock creatures, but I think
What
the
was
thing
that?
found was just some rock. Hey, Tomo! What's up, buddy?
Tomo, good to see you, buddy.
Love the
we were talking
poncho.
about Big Arthur. What do you think?
Love the poncho. Did you describe the poncho? What kind of pattern we got going on?
This one has like a little ziggy zaggy pattern around the neck, and
Charlie
then
Brown shirt.
Yeah, Charlie Brown, but a white
Oh, I
zigzag.
was thinking like
then-
cowboy
So
western,
funny.
like Clint Eastwood, but we went
Well,
Charlie Brown, huh?
yeah, but it's
Like a
got
pinstripe.
more. It's got more. It's got like Tomo hasn't had time to get like one specially made for the animals that we found here, so this one has squawkses like running across it.
Aw.
Oh,
Time to make that.
he was doing it in the room when we were traveling here.
I ordered
Gonna
it
be
from a
Wow,
sewing
catalog.
chanting.
when
from a
when
catalog.
we're traveling, he's going to be sewing from now on.
I brought a
Knitting
loom with me.
I could barely even fit in the room because of the loom.
No room in the loom, huh?
Your poncho is a fruit of the loom, then?
Oh.
Yes.
Trademark. Tomo made that.
Tomo
I stand
trademark fruits of the loom.
You're gonna make one
I'm
of the
starting
charter
a small
things.
business.
Yes, that's it. Your economy is gonna go up +1 because you're a textile
Selling
manufacturer.
looms.
I'm making
Let's go.
wool underwear for everybody.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
winter is coming, so yeah, that's a thing.
You can export it to the Vesks.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Woolen underwear.
Skittermander pattern. Oh, they would love it. But okay, so this day comes to a close.
I can the rest
Thank
of
God.
Exploring things for puppets to do.
You can the settlement, the Willowanths come back into town, and they've killed some creatures.
I tried to shield Tomo's many eyes.
You can't tell
How?
what it is because it's already been skinned and cooked.
Ooh.
But they also
Oh.
catch fish and they serve it like a little nice fry up, campfire
That's fine.
style,
Oh, nice.
for the settlement. Jeff, I see your eye twitching. These are fictional animals.
Tomo's not vegetarian.
Yeah, Thomas eating fish.
Tomo doesn't eat.
Yeah.
Fish are friends, not food.
What do we do after we have that fish cookout?
Hull's gonna
That-
eat everything, but
Yeah, we just eat.
Yeah.
That feels like it tastes really good. And I'm glad you're enjoying it.
That's right. You're enjoying the meat, and he's enjoying your enjoyment.
I'm happy that you're happy.
Exactly. But yeah, so this night, the people that said that they were going to load up in the truck do head off to start to establish this lumber mill. You can all spend time relaxing, and you go to bed. Is everyone sleeping back on the ship, or does anyone want to like sleep under the stars or anything?
I'll sleep under the stars.
yeah, definitely
Yeah,
stars.
we said some stuff last time. I think that's fine.
Okay, Aurora.
After being on that thing for a month, like it's rough to want to go back and sleep in there.
17 days. Yep.
I'm probably, I kind of
Shots
figure
fired.
I float and kind of nestle down.
Uh-huh.
So the room, if it's big enough, is fine. If it's not big
Yes.
enough, then I'd be outside.
Yeah, no, you were when you signed on. Like they made sure the beds or everything were designed to be able to support you. Like people can sleep in. There's plenty for everyone to sleep there, but those people who have like offices who have rooms attached, like the environmental lab had a little living area going on. But okay, so yeah, you go to sleep. You sleep. And in the early hours of the morning, you're all awoken by a very large explosion.
Oh,
Oh crap!
That's bad.
I have a feeling that I should respond to this.
Respond to this.
Yeah, just maybe.
Yeah, all of you. Yeah, explosion comes off. It's coming from the eastern side of the settlement. I don't
But
know
how
where
does
you
the
all
explosion feel?
feels like panic. How much of a distance you got? 60 feet.
I think 60 feet.
Okay, I think you get like a brief glimmer of like panic, and then more panic as people start like running out of their tents and cages. Like that, the settlement map I showed you, there were some tents in the middle, and some people sleep in the tents, and some people sleep in their prefab rooms. But wherever you all slept, you heard explosion coming off, and running from the east, they catch your eye. I'm just going to hand wave that they see you, like you come out and you start to investigate. And running from the environmental lab is Tachi Hardhoof. There's been an explosion at the environmental lab. Advisors, Veach isn't letting us in.
Let's go. We
I'm
gotta
on my
move
way.
in.
Yeah, let's go.
And we'll find
Form
out
up.
what happens next time.
No!
Explosion, no.
Dawn!
Where the animals are.
No!
It's mute.
Dawn's gonna blow up our animals.
Animal!
So,
I already
yeah.
did blow up our animals.
Nice.
Steve!
Just one long
Oh no,
Steve.
obsidian.
And you have Ophelia with you.
Yeah, was Ophelia in
Yeah,
there?
push her down back into the backpack, close it so
Yeah,
she
I'm not
can't
a
see.
monster. I'm not a monster.
Oh
I
my
just got every other
god!
animal other than Ophelia.
I'm beholden to the book that happens to have the first event of
Oh
the
no.
the environmental lab. So that's been our stream, everyone. Yay!
Yeah.
Level 2
Yeah.
charter, I guess. I don't know how if we label them as level 2, because I should say, like in charter things, if you have unrest that goes bad, if events go badly enough, you can lose hexes. Like if you don't have enough resource units to maintain, that increases, and you can you get to choose which one most of the time, probably. But you can absolutely lose hex claimed hexes. But yeah, let's it's getting about that time. That was a good enough spot. Best as good a reaction as I could have hoped for. Thank you all for that. Let's go around the horn, introduce who you've been, who you be, where you be, and what you do.
What it is.
Whoa. Don't want to work.
Yeah, let me. I'll start. Pan, how about you? You need to get to bed quickest, so let's get your deets.
Sure,
Where can
yeah.
people find you?
Hi guys, I'm Pan. I play Galate Solero, a Path monster who has been in today's show. She is great. You can find me.
Woo! We love you.
You can find me at Stellar on Twitter, as well as you can hear me on my other shows, Cosmic Punk Pod, Spectre in the Fog, and The Morning Blues. It's all on my Twitter, so just go there and check it out there. But yeah, this has been fun as always, and thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for continuing to stay awake with us. Super appreciate all the awesome artwork and getting to play games with you, Pan. It's
fun. I enjoy it. I'm happy to be here.
True delight. Thank you. Let's go Adam next. Tell everyone
All
about
right.
you.
I am Adam, and I play Hull, the big acid-breathing, one-armed, one-winged dragon. If you want to catch more stuff of me and even Jeff as well, you can find us over on the Emergency Power Podcast. Catch us on Twitter at Emergency PWRPOD. If you want stuff particularly from me, like the art you may have seen on this particular program, you can catch me on Instagram at _Ashen_arts on Instagram. So that's all I got right now. I'm gonna try to probably get that over onto Twitter as well. So keep an eye out.
Yeah, man, do it.
Nice.
I can't wait to be Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be on Twitter.
I am posting links to the stuff in the Twitch chat, so do check it out. Carrie, how about
better
you?
description than I gave.
Carrie, how about you?
Hi, I'm Carrie. I've been playing Aurora, our Urog Nanosite, and I can be found on Twitter at Carrie Vogren or at Hit Cookies, and you can also buy cookies at criticalhitcookies.com.
What
Buy
is
them.
April's cookie?
April's cookie. Oh, it's a Horizon Heroes cookie.
Yes, I've had them.
Yes.
They are wonderful. I might buy more soon. Yes, thank you so much, all of you. You all kick ass as always. Jeff, bring us home, our tech wizard, who we would not have as good a stream if it wasn't
Guy
for Jeff.
in the chair.
I am Jeff,
Yeah.
and I'm also on Emergency Power Podcast. we're doing we just finished season 2 and we're moving on. We're gonna play a little short session of Traveler, which Dawn is in. Which direction? Dawn is that way. And we've also got some other guests from Will Save the Podcast that are going to be joining us for that. That's a lot of fun. I also have been running the stream today, and you can check me out at EPN_Jeff, or I'm the one that runs Emergency PWR Pod.
Cool. Awesome.
You're letting people behind the curtain, man.
Also, big announcement coming from Emergency Power Podcast soon. So
And just maybe keep an eye out. Maybe keep an ear to the ground.
Are you still doing the cards?
The what?
The cards?
The trading cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone wants trading cards,
Wait, do I have mine here? Where are mine? Yeah. Oh, here.
Yeah, we got some over to Pan, all the way over in England.
trading cards.
Yeah.
I'm still giving them out. Yeah. If anyone wants them, just message me on Twitter.
They are really cool. They have character art, character info, details on the power levels. If you remember the old Marvel 80s, 90s action cards, they are a real treat. So definitely check all of us out. I guess I should talk about myself. I'm John. I've been your GM. I've had a blast prepping this. I've been anxious prepping this because I know that this aspect of these games has mixed feelings. But thank you, everyone, for hanging out, for bearing with me. I had a blast playing around with all of that. But you can find me getting back on the horse and getting my shows back out to everyone. I'm the GM of... Well, not really the GM of Hex Grid Heroes currently. My buddy Sean is GMing Hex Grid Heroes currently, but typically I GM the homebrew Starfinder actual play Hex Grid Heroes, a bunch of aliens having fun, doing crossovers. Season 3 should be starting in a couple months, actually.
What?
But we're currently doing
Let's go.
Metroid. If you like Metroid, Sean is GMing a Metroid Starfinder mini arc. Having a blast with that. You can find me all over Instagram, all over social media at Hex Grid Heroes. I'm honored that people want to play with me so frequently. I'm in a lot of games that I don't feel like listing all of them here, but definitely check me out. Depending on the day of the week, I'm probably somewhere you can see me making fun, and rolling poorly. So I'm going to get the raid going. You all have a great night. We will see you. Don't know what we're going to do for next week. We might do an interview, might get someone. I haven't announced anyone, but do follow us on social media for that. And then we can see you in 2 weeks as we continue whatever happened to the environmental lab in Orliedan's Rest.
Oh no!
I still say it's Mewtwo. That's what we're going with. We're going with Pokemon.
It could be Mewtwo. I didn't think about
there.
Mewtwo.
That's what I'm saying. It's Mewtwo.
Yep. Right on. So we will go get this raid started. You all have a great night and see you in a couple weeks. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.